use, but it's already earned a reputation as one of its best. This is U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Couple of teams here who began the year with wins. Let's see who can make it 2-0 as off we go in week 2. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Going to the ground again on first. And he could only get a low yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. This is complete to Schultz. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll run the counter. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Able to find Hawkinson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10, here's McCarthy. That one's incomplete, couldn't connect.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
From the red zone now. And he finds it in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. Right on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. right, ready to send this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air, it's Levis. He lofts it deep left. Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
It began at the 30 and has now jumped to first and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. Running this one left. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Okonkwo brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Motioning the tight end now. Third and short yardage, Levis. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans start off well to tie things 7-7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now a give left side. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Back to the well again. And he found some running room for a nice gain. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Hutchinson reels it in. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They'll work it a couple of yards past the line. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Schultz with the catch. And he's brought down after a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. A 3-yard gain leaves him just a little short. A decision to make now on 4th down.
This defense may have been headed the wrong way initially on that counter run, but they never lost contain. As that play shifted back, they flowed with it and caught him before he could break it up the sideline.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. McCarthy to throw for it. He finds him beyond the marker. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
The drive picks up here. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He'll get this to Jefferson. And he gets this forward to the 19.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's the handoff. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. It's Vikings ball as we return for the second, and they've got to be thinking points here. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. He's got it! And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown. He's out of bounds. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. Gets in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a second quarter lead. Cam Little to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Ready to send this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. Loose swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Dallas Turner there to bring him down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Levis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively. But listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Levis. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
If a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, right, you checked down the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
On 1st down, they'll run. He cuts it back right. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Right, ready to send this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Levis from the shotgun. It's caught. This is Tyjae Spears. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Levis now off the play fake. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw, and without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. They'll run here with Tyjae Spears. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
All right, set now, first and 10. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got second and 6 coming up.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. And it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
The screen pass falls incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Levis back to throw. He's on the move. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on fourth down. They'll go Levis. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Roger McCreary brings him down that time. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Escapes the pocket. And he's able to get this down to the 36. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Looking to throw, McCarthy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Complete out to the right. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, and to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive, and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He breaks the tackle, and he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. 3rd time's the charm. He gets it again. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Vikings get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. A final throw before the break. He puts some air under it. Deep down the middle it goes. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Vikings get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
28, Titans 7.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Right, ready to send this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Hand off to the back. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
They give it to him again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Pretty obvious, this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Back-to-back carries here. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Into the hands of Okonkwo. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing from the gun here. Finds a man right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Handoff now out of the gun. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Looking to throw Levis. This one's gone. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Offense up to the line fast. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. They'll hand it to him again. And he's brought down for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Now Levis on 3rd and goal. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. The Titans going with a field goal unit here. This only a chip shot from the right. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. McCarthy to throw it. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
The give here on 2nd. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
And pass is complete to McBride.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And the Titans opting for a 5th DB, a nickel set, 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That's caught for the first. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First and 10, here's McCarthy. He throws a bullet deep to the right, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Titans will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
On the play fake, it's Levis. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he'll get it up to the 44. They get 22 on that one. And the Titans will have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Levis here on first down. Completed to his running back. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
So we're through 3 here. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's a give up the middle. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Shotgun now for Levis. This one falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throwing his Levis on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter.
Whether they meant to go to him or was an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a first down. That look, this crew defensively was prepared for and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
Defense just needs to hold them short. It's 4th and 7. From the gun, Levis. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Levis throwing again. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Offense in the hurry up here. Back to the well again. And he takes this one in for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans parlay the interception into points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans make it an 11-point ball game.
17.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Titans have some new life in the 4th.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've got in him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Now a give on the counter. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. That throw finds Okonkwo. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Levis now off the play fake. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! It's picked out by the Vikings going the other way!
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action now, McCarthy. Hits his running back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
That one's cut along the left sideline. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings making a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. On his Little for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Vikings push their lead to 18. Right, ready to send this one away. Return starts at the 3. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him sharp. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First throw for the backup now. Okonkwo brings it in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Pass play now. Dumps it off to his running back. Jukes out a 1-stop. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. He's dropping back to throw. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Now looking to throw. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on fourth down.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. This is complete to Schultz. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. Another carry for him. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings win it at home. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Hayward, I'm Kate Scott. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.